welcome to Alongside Lauren. I'm Lauren and I'm so glad that we get to spend a little bit of time hanging out on this Sunday evening in my kitchen although I've done quite a few bits and pieces to get ready for the week, this is about doing something a little bit different, bit fancy, bit schmancy for our dinner this Sunday evening. I'm joined by my husband and sous chef, Heath.
Hello, yes, I'm Heath, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but
That's okay, 'cause
follow
I don't
instructions. I'll follow instructions.
So tonight we are dining on Hawaiian sweet potato. It's a purple sweet potato that we have turned into gnocchi, and we're going to be serving it with a really beautiful smoked trout and onion and pea and sparkling wine sauce, and it is going to be amazing, I hope, because I've been cooking this since like 4:30, so this has not been a quick Sunday night supper, but it is going to be delicious, I hope. And the leftover little beautiful pieces of gnocchi we're going to be serving with the mulled red wine and beef stew that we're going to be dining on for dinners this week. Cool. So we have already cooked some of the gnocchi, which is here, and we will pan fry it a little bit. But I think I reckon I'm gonna spin that chopping board around and have a look at the smoked trout that we bought. So the smoked trout I bought on sale because I always do buy things on sale. Not always buy smoked trout, but it was from Costco, and it was getting near its best before date, so it was like $10 off per pack. So I did what any self-respecting budget conscious person would do, and I got the smallest one that I could find, so that I would get the $10 off that. Now, I have not ever encountered a whole smoked trout before, so
it's very exciting.
It is. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, that's so cute.
There are two. I did notice that when you bought them.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right.
I am 5, and I'm finding that very clearly quite amusing.
We've got 2 smoked trout. You beauty. All right.
Excellent. Now, I'm sure I pulled out a little container. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, I've had an idea of, who knew? Lauren had an idea. I might look at keeping the bones and stuff for
like
making
a stock
fish
or something?
stock. Yeah. Heath and I, so we'd had we've had the best weekend, honestly.
We've had an amazing weekend.
Just spending time with family. We did a nice big sort of marathon race yesterday, which was great. And had an opportunity to spend time with family, which was marvelous. And we went out for lunch today, and we went to just like a sort of pubby sort of place, which was great. But Heath had a seafood chowder that was served in a sort of sourdough bread roll cob. It was amazing.
It was delicious. Yep.
And
absolutely
look,
delicious.
to be honest, a like sort of good, sort of true what am I thinking? Seafood chowder, that's the word, is delicious and amazing, but it is not necessarily the most low fat.
No, it's not the healthiest option on the list.
No.
But man, it was tasty.
Anyway, and it just made me think, I'd made a seafood chowder earlier in the winter, and it was delicious, but I had sort of tried to make a lower fat version, which was like fine, but like it's just not quite as good. Anyway, so I thought that keeping all the bits to try and make like a smoked trout based seafood chowder would be amazing. I've done a much better job there.
Oh, good. Okay. So getting separating it away from the bones. How tricky is it proving to be?
Look, I've done a good job with that bit there.
Okay.
So when you go to those places where they have the the waiters like serving sole, and they have that ability
Oh,
to
yes.
like.
To pull the meat from the bones
Yeah.
and leave every single rib bone perfectly intact.
Yeah, that is not a skill I possess.
Well, we don't have seafood that often, do we? It's not
No, but
hugely
I am
in
trying
our...
to eat it more.
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
incredibly good for you.
Absolutely. Now, very, very importantly, how is it?
Oh, well,
Have you sampled it yet? Oh. Honestly, the bacon of the sea.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. That all seems pretty
that is
good
beautiful.
bone-wise.
Yeah, good.
But these are the ones that I didn't...
They're a bit trickier.
I just need to, like...
Mm.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Thrilling television, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, how about I keep on doing that for a little while? Although you're starting to get the skill of it, aren't you?
It's probably like...
Yeah.
well, there's another one for you to be able to work
All right, I can do that.
on.
Okay. So it is sliced already, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. It has been gutted. If that was...
Which is great.
Yep. Anyway, so all of that to say is I reckon this will make a cracking fish stock.
Mm,
And
absolutely.
so I'm gonna keep all the bits.
Good plan.
It's actually yielding a lot more meat than I kind of anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying not to get cocky.
So the head of the fish.
There's not a lot of...
What are you doing with this guy?
that goes into the stock bit.
Into the stockpile?
There's not it's not big enough fish for there to be...
No, fair enough.
Meat.
Fair enough. That smoked flavour though is amazing.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
That is absolutely amazing. Right, come with me, Bones. Come with... Nope. Alright.
Yeah, so once we got the sort of discount off the whole pack of the trout, it worked out to be $6 for the 2 trout, which I thought was pretty
crazy.
good. And they're like sort of Aussie, beautiful Aussie farmed trout.
Yep. No, that is amazing value. Absolutely amazing, especially because hot smoked fish has already given up a heap of its weight, so you're getting better value.
That's true.
Right then and there.
Yeah. I hadn't even thought of that.
All right.
Perfection.
Okay.
Not bad. Excellent. So while Heath just gets on with the last little bit, and I think it would be greedy for us to eat all of that trout tonight.
Just a little bit.
So I'm trying to decide if we freeze some of the meat, like vacuum seal it and freeze it for something else that's fancy. Or would it be insanely decadent to have it with salad for our bread rolls for lunch for tomorrow?
Ooh. Oh, I'm already convinced.
Okay, insanely decadent. We'll just go with it.
Let's go with
I
it.
have got a bit of cream cheese in the freezer that I will defrost.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll add that to our bread rolls.
Beautiful.
And it will be
Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing.
So I've got, it's kind of lost a little bit of its vibrancy because I had it cooking a little while ago, but I've got some onions with sparkling wine and some stock concentrate with garlic, capers and peas that I've sort of cooked down to a beautiful deliciousness. So it just smells like really savoury and sweet with a bit of acidity from the sparkling wine as well. So once you have finished denuding
My fish.
your fish, and then we'll add some of the trout to the sauce. So I've got here the last little bit of dough for our purple sweet potato gnocchi, and it is just the most incredible colour.
It's very vibrant, isn't it?
And while we've been cooking the sweet potato gnocchi as well, the water that the pasta has been cooking in has turned this amazing bluey, purpley kind of a colour. It's been really fun to watch, actually.
Quite impressive how much that colour.
I say fun. It's also been like mildly stressful, but that's all right.
So at the moment, what are you doing?
So at the moment, I am rolling the dough, and the dough was really easy. It's a sweet potato that I had roasted earlier today. Because the key is that you want to make sure that it's not too watery, which is why you roast it rather than like boiling it or steaming it. Roasted it this morning before we sort of went off for our run, just in the air fryer for like, I don't know, an hour and a bit at 180. And then when we got home after catching up with family today, I just basically scooped it out. Scooped it out of the punnet.
Brilliant. All right,
Heath.
so
I've got random bags of all bits and pieces that I'm keeping at the moment in the freezer.
the freezer is always a little bit of a weird place to be at the moment.
We've been watching old episodes of Nigella Lawson, which I used to watch quite a bit when I was younger with my mum, and I hadn't realised exactly how much of her cooking style must have rubbed off on me at that early age until I saw her freezer and just her random store of bits.
Bags of goodies.
Which is very much how our freezer rolls. All right.
Okay, so you've
I've
rolled
rolled
that
it
to what, like 1.5 inch diameter type?
Yeah, or thereabouts.
Maybe 1 inch.
Now, Heath did provide me with a little bit of feedback that I'd gotten a bit lazy and had cut some of them a little bit.
No. I just think slightly smaller
big.
gnocchi isn't too bad. So, okay, so you're cutting them into,
About an inch.
about an inch size rolls. Yep.
There we go. And now Heath's job.
All right. So what I'm going to do is grab a fork and just take it and roll it over the back of the fork and then spin it and roll it one more time and try and just get a bit of a some roll markings on it.
Rolling.
Some roll markings on it, yeah.
So the pepper sweet potato we picked up at the the Mudgeeraba show when we went last week, and there was this amazing sort of stall of local produce there, including the beautiful Hawaiian pepper sweet potato. That fish stock is going to be amazing.
So the thing is that potato, typically it isn't a great potato to buy for eating, right? Would you say?
Yeah,
because
I think
it's
so. It's quite dry.
It's very dry. It's very sort of starchy and.
I'm just going to pour us a.
Oh, great idea. It's very starchy and that sort of stuff. But when we were talking to the lady there, she was the one that said that's what makes it perfect for gnocchi. Yeah, because you want that sort of starchiness and that dryness to
So it
simulate
makes
pasta a bit.
really good
Yeah,
dough.
and she's so right. So what I'm doing now is just rolling these a little bit on the flour that's on our board here. So that we just can, it's basically just so that we can see that we've
Purely
managed
for
to put
cosmetic
the,
purposes, so that
Yeah.
he feels that what he's done.
feels like what I've done has had some meaning,
some
some
meaning.
purpose, something, anything, I'll take it. Yeah, so there we go. So we've got our gnocchis. They've been, are they called gnocchis when they're little
I don't
guys?
know.
Little individual ones?
Gnocchi dough?
So they're ready now to go into
Yes, so we've got a very
boiling
technical.
water. Lauren has a Tupperware container, a nice classic old
Yeah,
one.
old school one.
Can do a little bit of draining as well,
Yeah, that
naturally.
I've been
Some natural
using
draining.
as my carrier to the pot.
Yep.
So with the gnocchi, you just got to keep an eye on them because you're not necessarily cooking to time. You're just cooking until they float to the top.
Okay,
And
so
you
you're
don't want to
placing them
crowd
in
it. I'm
one
placing
at a
them
time.
in one at a time. I've been sort of cooking up to 12 at a time, and that seems to work well. Because you want them all to have like a good amount of room to move.
Yep. And you were saying that they
Top.
need to float to the top.
Yeah, they
That's
need
when
to
you
float
know
to
they're
the top.
ready. Yep.
They're not floating yet.
No.
So how
take a little while.
How much trout do you reckon for tonight?
Well, firstly, let's let people see what that sauce actually looks
Yeah,
like.
it's just I should have
Oh,
put
no,
the
no.
peas in like just at the end because they've
Right,
just lost a bit of
sauce
vibrancy.
of- Oh, okay. Oh, no. I think
That's
it
all
looks
right. So
great.
that's the onion, garlic, stock, peas, capers, and
sparkling wine.
And sparkling wine. He kept getting sad that every time I put more
did.
sparkling wine in because it's really nice.
I did
sparkling
indeed,
Wine.
yes. So, okay, so you're breaking up the fish. Do very gentle breaking because there's certainly some pieces that I might have accidentally ended up with bones, and I'm sorry about that. It was a little tricky. As you would agree, I'm sure.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a little tricky. Some of those bones were very tiny. Very, very tiny. Alright, I'm just going to keep an eye on these.
Yep. No, I don't want to be I don't want to be stingy at all with the trout. I want us to enjoy it.
They still can't float. They're still drowning.
Okay. they'll get them, my little
They'll
darlings.
get there. Alright, I'm just going to
Just
quality
sample a
control
bit.
this bit too. Oh, that is better than hot smoked salmon, I would say.
Oh wow, that's phenomenal.
It's so good. It is so good.
Just like a little. I'm being greedy. There we go. And the rest I'll pop in a container, and we will add that to our bread rolls for lunches over the next couple of days, which I know just seems insanely decadent, but when you think about it, like, you know, $6 for protein for you and I for dinner for tonight, and then lunches for a couple of days, that works out to be
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing value.
very, very good value.
All right, so these are now floating,
Amazing.
and so I'm going to recover them off. So we've got a spoon that just has holes in it. What do you call that?
A slotted spoon.
A slotted spoon.
The slotted spoon. It's a
Is-
terrible pub.
Not a good pub name.
I reckon they'd probably do an alright schnitzel though.
So taking these off, and I think I found them all.
Yeah, that's the other
It is.
problem.
You
Because
kind
of
of
the
go
colour
fishing,
of the water,
especially
you're
now
gonna
that
go
the
fishing.
water has turned so
Yeah.
blue, and it is fascinating. The water
So
turns
blue.
so very, very blue. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to take the pot of water off the... Oh,
Did I miss one?
no.
Oh, okay.
It was just
All right.
hot and I picked it up with my hands, which was really dumb.
Got it. Okay, so what's the next steps for the
Alright,
gnocchi?
so the next steps for the gnocchi, I'm just going to pop that sauce with the ocean trout just on low temp. So
Okay. Got it.
it just is a little bit warm.
I've put the gnocchi into this little
Amazing.
food keeper saver thing to keep it warm. Okay, so you're bringing the sauce back up. Oh, look at that. I can smell it.
So good. Right, I've got a pan.
Wow. Oh, and you got wine.
I do.
Hang on. Very, very important. Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
So good. Now, this is a bit that I'm like not overly brilliantly experienced at. But
All right. Well, I
we
get some
are
oil
wanting
in.
to get a little bit of oil. What I've also got,
So the purpose of this, what are you doing at the moment?
we are going to just pan fry the gnocchi so it's nice and crispy.
Right.
What I've also got is a little bit of oil from the anchovy.
That's kind of genius. Yeah, okay, so we had anchovies that were used in some of our dishes recently.
Yeah, I have.
We got put onto the anchovies again by Nigella recently,
yes.
hey. And
I talk about it like she's a friend.
yeah. That's yours, I think. Anyway, and it is such a good flavor that you shouldn't eat them just whole, I don't reckon.
No,
And you
'cause
shouldn't
it's
put them on pizza.
It is a hairy, salty
You want them sort of
fish.
like almost blended into your food, and they end up being a really nice, very, very salty,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
very tasty flavor.
Yeah.
And so you had an empty jar of
I did.
just
and
the
I
oil
just
left
thought,
over.
well, I couldn't
Love it.
get rid of all that flavor.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would
I
just
saw
be
it
a
sitting on the
waste.
bench, and I'm like, that's empty. What are you going to do with that? But now I understand. It's great. Love it.
So, did you want to also
What would
just
you like me to
grab
do?
out a lemon?
Yep.
And we'll get a. So we've also have prepared a citrus and fennel sort of side salad that will have like ready to go on the side.
What would you like me to do with the lemon?
If you just want to have like some quarters ready to go so that we can add some.
Sure.
I don't know why I'm so nervous about this.
Oh, nothing to be nervous about. Well, that sounds pretty good.
It also, I think it's smelling pretty good too, which is good.
So, how long do you leave it? How long do you...
I think until they seem crispy.
yeah, fair enough. That is a very good point. We don't really know until...
I'm just trying not to crowd them.
Yep. Yeah, fair enough. How deep is the oil, would you say?
It's not. It's just
How
like a
deep
sort of
is your
shallow.
oil? Ooh.
It's the lesser known Bee Gees song.
Yep. How deep is your shallow fry oil?
It's shallow. There'd be just a couple of tablespoons in there, like nothing excessive.
Yep. And do you turn them?
That is my plan.
That's your plan?
2,
Do you want
4,
tongs?
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 17, 22.
There you go. Brilliant. That's pretty cool. Alright, I got some lemon wedges here. I'm going to get rid of the enormous amount of seeds that are in them.
We've had a couple of
This
quite
happened to us
seedy-
recently, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 30 seeds in a lemon. The exciting lives that we live. So hopefully you two are able to be organizing yourself for your week. admittedly, this particular episode has not been about our preparations for the week as
Nope.
much as preparations for dinner. So yes, like Lauren says, it's a bit of a special episode. Doing some fun, exciting cooking with a night off, just the two of us. How's it going?
Look, some of them are just sticking a little bit.
Oh,
so
yeah, okay.
That's okay.
All right. Oh, but look at them. All right, they're frying up nicely. Very cool.
Very exciting.
And very hot, no doubt.
Yes.
So you're doing well. Beautiful. So while Lauren works on that, I'm going to tell you guys about the run that we did yesterday.
Oh, that would be so good.
And what we did was a half marathon, and we managed to break our own personal bests.
Yeah, we
got
did.
personal bests for ourselves. So we managed to run in 1 hour 50 and a few seconds, like 40 seconds or something, right? Which averaged out to be about 5 minutes and 15 seconds per kilometre.
Yes.
So for us, that's pretty quick. That's pretty good. So we were pretty happy with it. Hey.
So stoked
Yeah,
with
I was
that.
very, very impressed with our effort. And we've managed to run very, very consistently. So that was also pretty cool. All right. Okay. So do you want me to put some spinach on the plates?
That would be amazing.
So we're just putting like a little bed of spinach in? Yeah?
Yeah, and then we've got...
Alright. Bed o' spinach. Done. What are the little side plates for?
that will be for the little... the fennel salad.
Okay. Oh, you just need some room? Sorry, darling. Here.
Okay. So, because I was just struggling a little bit with the temperature, so some of them
Oh, yeah, some of them got little...
got a good amount of burnish.
little bit scorchioed. I think they're going to be great. Remembering that they are meant to be quite a dark color, because they started off bright purple, but they look good against the green leaves.
Yeah.
They look really good. They actually look a little bit like, rissoles or something, little meatballs. But beautiful. Way to go.
And I have made way too much sauce, but
Good.
that's alright.
Oh, it just means that we can have some another night, or something like that. Lauren is very precious about making sure that we get even amounts. I'm not sure where that comes from, but...
Me not wanting to be greedy, but me also being greedy. I'm fighting against my better nature. Or my lesser nature? I'm not sure. I'm fighting. And then we've got the
sauce to go on.
sauce.
Right. Wow. There's such a great amount of smoked trout there. That is beautiful. Find a sneaky bone.
That's alright.
Or several. Well done. Well, that looks amazing.
Well, I think it's a really good recipe base, and it is like some techniques and some skills that I can work on to be able to improve. Like there's definitely some lessons and some learnings here, but that's okay. Like it's just low pressure, it's low stress. This is just us enjoying a beautiful dinner on a Sunday night after a wonderful weekend spending time with family. Pop some lemon on the side there.
Put some lemon on the side, and then you said a side plate for something.
Yes, that was for the salad. Add some fresh parsley just to really liven things up there.
Because you didn't have enough colour? Oh, it's pretty good. It is pretty well coloured up.
Like a really quick costing of that, this would probably be coming in at under $10 for the two of us for this dinner.
Which is insane. So, a little bit of salad on the plates.
Woo. And not too much salad dressing on the dishwasher.
Yep. Just a set of tongs. So, remind me, what was in the salad?
That is sliced fennel with some tangerine and grapefruit and mandarin as well.
Amazing. Very fresh. Oh, this is going to be amazing.
Just what I felt like.
What a flashy dinner. Oh, a little bit of dressing. Beautiful.
And I think that is going to be an absolutely amazing dinner. And look, it certainly hasn't been an easy process making bits and pieces to make my life easier for the week, but we have had a lot of fun together in the kitchen this Sunday afternoon, and we can't wait to do it all again next week alongside Lauren. Oh, thank you so much.